What's up everybody, Patrick with Best Massage Tech here today to review the TheraGun G3Pro, which is a percussive therapy device, percussion massager, massage gun. It is the third generation of the TheraGun, hence the name G3Pro. The TheraGun G2Pro, arguably the most popular massage gun on the market. TheraGun has announced quite a few improvements to that device in this next generation. So I have used the device, but I figured I would leave it in the box so I could show you what it all comes like. But let's take a look at what comes with it. So the box itself is pretty heavy. There's a lot of good things in here. First thing you see is some paperwork. We've got a note from the founder, Jason Wersland. The note just says, "My story began in 2007 when I had a bad injury in a motorcycle accident. Necessity became the mother of invention, and I created the first TheraGun to help deal with my pain. My life changed the day I used percussive therapy. The relief I felt was overwhelming, and I knew I had to share it with others. I've heard from people all around the world how TheraGun has helped them, and I would love to hear your story too." And then he includes his email, djw@theragun.com. I don't know anything about TheraGun's customer service, but that's pretty cool that the founder's leaving his email in there. And then, we've got some instruction manual. They do have an app now, which I have not checked out, but I understand it's got some videos on how to use the device. It is your first time using a massage gun. I would recommend reading through these instructions. It's not mine, so we're gonna go ahead and toss that to the side. Next in the box is a case. The case does come with a handle. It's got two zippers with some silicone rubber on them, good grip. I'd say the case itself is probably about a foot long by maybe 10 inches high. The material of the case is kind of like a fabric material. It's very solid feeling. You're not going to be able to dent the sides or edges of it. But I'm going to set this aside just because I do know that there are some other items in the bottom of the box. So there is kind of like a hidden compartment in the bottom of the box. So if we remove this false base from it, we'll see in the bottom we have our charger and our attachment heads. So it comes with a base charger for the battery itself. It also comes with the AC wall charger. So you would plug this into the wall and then this end into the base charger and then just plug the battery in there. It does light up once the battery's in there. And then we've got kind of a little carry case for the attachment heads themselves. Carry case, again, has the silicone rubber on the zipper. Just really convenient so you don't lose all your attachments. While this does come in the bottom of the box like this, these items do fit inside the case, so don't think that you're going to have to find a different way to carry these other pieces of your massage gun. So let's actually take a look at the balls that come with it, the attachment heads. So it does come with 6 attachments, which is an improvement from the G2Pro. The G2Pro came with 4, but the attachments this one comes with are the dampener, a large ball, a standard ball, a wedge, a thumb, little round one, and a cone that I just dropped on the floor. Cone right here. So 6 attachments, but let's take a look inside the case, see what we get inside the case here. Inside the case, we've got 2 batteries and the massage gun itself. What's unique to TheraGun is that their devices do come with 2 batteries, which is really convenient because it allows you to, in essence, massage continuously. So, as one battery dies, you can just pop a fully charged battery in to replace it. It is recommended that you fully charge the battery before using it the first time. Another improvement that TheraGun's made is these 2 batteries have a battery life of about 75 minutes. The battery life of the G2 Pro batteries were about 40 to 45 minutes. So, almost double the battery life, which is really, really nice here. You've got a compartment here. This is where the battery goes that I mentioned earlier, and then your kind of attachment heads just fit up here. But you got the gun itself. you know, with the gun, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the standard ball attachment. It's really, really easy to put the attachments on. If you'll see on the head of the gun, there's kind of some little ball bearings in here. The bottom of the attachment, there's two little holes that line up with those, and you just press it on. It clicks on. Once it's on, you know, it's on solid, so I can hold this and it's not going to come off. If you want to take it off, you just pull a little bit harder and it does pop off. So really nice. You know, you don't have to worry about those coming off. The material of these attachments, you know, I would describe it as a firm stress ball. It's not fully solid, it's not fully soft, but it is a good, nice material. The one thing that I love about this gun itself is how cool it looks. You know, it's just very, very futuristic looking. It does look like what you expect when you expect the next model of something, you know, change the look of it a little bit. The battery does go in the bottom of it. So let me grab one of the batteries out of the case here. You know, I mentioned we got the base charger, so you plug that into the wall. The battery just sits in it. Once it's charged, pull it off the battery, and then it just pops in the bottom, almost like the magazine of a gun itself. You know, it just plops in and it clicks in once it's in. When you need to remove it, there's just a little button here. You slide it, and it pops right out really easily. So once the battery is in and the machine is on, you probably can't see it on here that well, but there is a little lighting strip on the handle on both sides of it. When it's on, that lights up to indicate the battery level. There's 6 different lights on there. You've got the power switch is on the back. Just press right here for the power. This gun is a 2-speed gun, so different from the G2 Pro, which was only 1 speed. The G3 Pro, it's got 2 levels. First level is about 1,750 RPMs. The second level is about 2,400 RPMs. That 2,400 is what the RPMs of the G2 Pro were. But this does light up, you know, once you got it on. It is adjustable, similar to the G2 Pro, but what's difficult with the G3 Pro is you do have to kind of push pretty hard to get it to adjust. There is quite a bit of resistance to this. So, you know, I'm pushing pretty hard to get this to move here. You know, so that's a little bit difficult, but again, it is adjustable if you want to get some different angles for maybe getting different parts of your back or hard to reach places. The stall force of this, so what stall force is the amount of force that you can push against it before it's going to stall or come to a stop. So the stall force for this is 60 pounds. Which is a little bit of a decrease from the G2 Pro, where that stall force was 80 pounds. However, what I really do like about the TheraGuns is that stall force is pretty high. I personally like aggressive massage, and I like to be able to push in and find knots and trigger points and really push into them. And I know I can use this device and it's not going to stop no matter, you know, I'm assuming I can't push harder than 60 pounds on it. I'm sure I could, but, you know, for what I'm doing, I don't think that's going to happen. So I really do like that you can get really aggressive with it. The amplitude of it, so the distance that the head moves from the massage gun itself is 16 millimeters, so that's the same as the G2 Pro. And again, the battery life is, you know, quite a bit longer than the other one. Now, before I turn it on, I just do want to talk about one thing. So probably the most heavily advertised piece of this new massage gun is the noise level. TheraGun boasted that the noise level was 50% quieter than the G2 Pro. I've tested this against a decibel meter. I completely disagree. It is not 50% quieter than the G2 Pro. It is quieter though, just not 50%. So before I turn it on here, just as a comparison, I do want you to hear the G2 Pro just so you can kind of have a reference point. You won't be able to hear me talk over this, so I'm not going to try to, but I just want to kind of turn it on so you can hear how loud that is. So that's that. When you turn the G3 Pro on, I'm just going to press this button on the back. It's going to turn on to level 1. So it is quieter. You can hear me talking over it. You know, the biggest criticism of it was the noise of the G2 Pro. So they've made a big improvement here. You know, it's, you know, you could comfortably take this into a more public setting, such as a gym or an office, but it's still not as quiet as I'd like it to be. I'm going to put it on level 2 here just so you can hear level 2. So You can still hear me over level 2. It's certainly not this. So, again, there is a big improvement there. It's just not 50% quieter. I've definitely used quieter massage guns. I know a lot of people always have questions on how the G3 Pro compares to the Hypervolt. So I do have the Hypervolt here as well, just again for a sound comparison. I'll put the Hypervolt on highest speed setting right here. So, it is quieter. This is about 10 decibels quieter than this. Side by side, you probably won't be able to hear much of a difference, but I'll turn this one on level 2 as well. So, it's not as quiet as the Hypervolt, which I think is currently the quietest massage gun on the market, but it is still a really nice device. It is, all things considered, my new favorite massage gun on the market. Again, it's just really solid. I like how aggressive I can get with it. If I were to provide some criticisms of it, it is heavy. The heaviest massage gun I've used. The adjustment of it is, you got to put some pressure on it. It's still pretty loud. And then the price, it's up there. When you're looking at buying something, it does everything you want it to do, but that price tag is still pretty high. Hopefully, as time goes on, some of its competitors catch up, that price tag will drop. But that does conclude the review of the TheraGun G3 Pro. I will include a full link of the review in the description. So go ahead and head over to Best Massage Tech to check out that full written review. Thanks for watching.